We are earning our way towards getting Ishmael's ego. I don't know whether we'll get it in time. I don't know how much combat encounter is left, but maybe. Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Amiya. This is Limbus Company Pilgrimage of Compassion, although maybe we made a mistake with our pilgrimage because everyone in this village turned on us. It's a good thing Dante can rewind. Three-way agreement. Damn it. Can't we just take any ship to go after it? It's a research vessel. It can't possibly be very fast. This'll be difficult. Even if it is a research vessel, I'm sure it was constructed during the golden age of Iberia. No average ship can keep up with it. Which is a problem because I doubt we have any ship that can travel at the same speed. We only have a few small vessels left which are all anchored too far from this location to be feasible options. Do we have any recourse? No, not unless we can identify the exact location of the vessel. Which is the real problem. We can find ourselves a ship to go after them, yeah, but most eyes of Iberia, the lighthouses, were lost during the profound silence. Wait, when you say most, do you mean that there's some left? Just one as far as I know. The one in Grand Faro, but that lighthouse cannot be used at this moment. There's another. There's a lighthouse you can use. Really? Are you really going to give one of the villagers the benefit of the doubt? Yet young Scuddy has already confirmed her to be safe. All I confirmed is whether she's a seaborn or not. Can't know if she's a cultist. 'Tis true, yet... Once we saw that Mares was left all on her own, we decided to have her accompany us at all times and keep her within Irene's eyeshot. We couldn't possibly blame her for what happened, given Scuddy's confirmation that she doesn't have anything to do with those sea monsters. Besides, they'd all left her behind. But Irene still seemed to harbour a bit of suspicion. The problem with the Asia is that she simply knows too much. Where could she have possibly gained access to all that information? See, she can't even answer that question. But let's think about it this way. What if we were to ask her what we don't know? The location of that lighthouse, for example. They're ticking rapidly. What do they say? Dante says we should approach it differently and ask her what we don't know, like the location of the lighthouse. That seems like a reasonable suggestion to me. Or does the Inquisitor have an alternative solution to this conundrum? But... Fine, let's hear it. We won't interrogate you about how you have access to things that even us Inquisitors don't know. At least not right now. Ferro Muerto, Dead Lighthouse. That's our village name. Somewhere a little ways off from the coastline. There's an intact eye of Iberia on the sea, though it was almost destroyed when the profound silence swept through. Off the coastline? Is it not connected to the land? I think it used to be until it sank. We should be able to procure ourselves enough wooden material from the village to build a raft. Is it near enough for a raft to be the means of access? The weather's not great today, but it should do. It's not very far from the coast. Even you're going to trust the Asia? I don't see why I shouldn't. I understand that Iberian mistrust of Asia is quite profound, yet the sentiment is hollow to the rest of us. Inquisitor Irene, what did you feel when you saw the Rhodes Island operator? If you're talking about the cultists, nothing in particular, other than slight annoyance when she accused me of being inhumane. So you didn't harbour any hostility nor disgust, nor would you have felt any sense of sympathy or empathy either. I thought... I have no history of feelings for or against the Asia. Such must be the same for outsiders. What's she on about? She's conveying that, in matters regards to Mares, our opinions are more objective than Irene's. Finding the vessel Fabius commandeered will be of benefit to all. Limbus Company will gain opportunity to return to the city via the Dimensional Door, while Rhodes Island will have the chance to study it at a closer proximity. And the Inquisition will gain possession of the vessel in which the technology from Iberian Golden Age is contained. What? You're going to just hand that over to the Inquisition? Or should we covet what was once Iberia's? While there certainly are aspects to that vessel that draw interest, I already have a state-of-the-art masterpiece known as Mephistopheles. As long as that can be guaranteed, I see no reason to refuse. Irene eventually agreed to put her trust in Mayers. We are in luck, Executive Manager. It is quite fortunate that our interests aligned exactly that with of the first strangers we encountered in this strange land. Lucky is right. Imagine if we were back in the city. It would have taken them like 3-4 distortion hunts for us to come to this agreement. Sorry about having to saddle you with this, Mayers. Please, lead us to the lighthouse. Okay, happily. So when you said almost destroyed, how destroyed is it? I heard that the light faded from the lighthouse a long time ago, but the shape still stands. At least it was when I saw it a few months ago. If the lighthouse is in an inoperable state, we're going to need an expert technician to get it back in working order. The technology it's based on is completely divorced from the popular application of Originium technology, so I doubt there's anyone out there who can work it anymore. Then, you needn't worry about that. Here, we have an engineer and a researcher who are geniuses even among those in the city, so we should be able to manage most mechanical failures. Today is just revelation after revelation, huh? I can vouch for Limbus Company's skills. I can also work on the simpler tasks. I've learned a thing or two helping out Gramps. Stuff about the lighthouse or various tech. Well then, should we all head to the lighthouse together? No, I'll be leaving the group for a moment. Amiya will accompany you instead. What? After all that, you're just going off on your own? Yes, to join the Doctor. It is imperative for the successful execution of this mission. Of course, that hinges on Amiya and Skadi remaining behind here to assist the rest of you. Thus I will leave it to the rest of you to take the Eye of Iberia, the lighthouse, back. Wait, what do you mean, take back the lighthouse? Is there someone or something out there that's taken over the lighthouse called the Eye of Iberia? A likely supposition. Amiya, what did the manager of Limbus Company say? They're asking if the lighthouse has been taken over by something. Not a bad intuition. Yes, there is a high likelihood that the structure has already been overrun by sea terrors. I don't know about overrun, but I've encountered them a few times when we approached it too closely. Normally this is hardly enough personnel to attempt a raid on the lighthouse, but answer me this. Are there any limitations to the revival? There are no restrictions as long as Dante, the manager, survives. However, do note that battle efficiency depreciates with the prolonged battles due to mounting mental stress on the manager. No need to change the plan then. Amiya, use this communicator to alert me as soon as you are able to identify the coordinates of the vessel from the lighthouse. If luck would have it, we should be able to reduce the time it takes to complete the retrieval mission. Okay, as long as you're not taking everyone with you. If it's just her who's leaving, then go ahead. I think we should be fine too. Then let us commence mission Vessel Massas Retrieval. Righto, step 1 of the plan is the raft, right? Let's get on with it. It's done, let's go. Was there supposed to be a time skip there, or did she just get to work building it while you were discussing it all? What? Why are you looking at us like that? Is there something bothering you? Must you ask? Just look at how proactive and quick she is to jump to action. Certainly lives up to the image of an employee working for a large corporation. Thanks, Suitus, for that charitable view, I guess. Thanks to Scotty, who had already finished the first step of the plan, we were able to move on to step 2 immediately. Okay, we have 10 minutes in. Yeah, that's nowhere near. We've got to jump straight into the next node. Operation Lighthouse Retrieval. Combat. Oh boy. Nether Sea Founder. Basin Sea Reaper. So we know what these guys are like. Stand by until we're ready. Hang on. Oh, right, that thing. Negative 0.5 to all affinity resistances. On death, generate Nether Sea Brand. Ah, it's that nonsense. When on top of Nether Sea Brand, gain final power and coin power, double the amount of nervous impairment on hit. We can kill it fast, but it's going to be... Yeah, we can kill it fast, but it's going to be... It's going to generate a nasty mess behind when we kill it. Take 5% HP damage, gain 3 nervous impairment. Do I have a way around that? %30 of this unit's HP isn't bad, but it's only on 2 targets. Then again, we are giving out hardened shell barrier boosts. Brilliant Glory, flowing, when used for the first time, etc, etc. It won't be giving him energy from being staggered, he won't be getting energy from taking damage from that nonsense, but he will be getting it from allies if they get staggered or killed by the effect. Okay. Alright then, let's go.
사건을 끝내러 가볼까?
After a while of carefully sailing on Skadi's raft along the coastal cliffs, a gargantuan shrouded lighthouse emerged from the thick mist. Eye of Iberia, even in its dilapidated ruined state, touches that are at once monumental and sensitive are apparent to the exterior construction of the lighthouse. Some even called these lighthouses guardians of Iberia. It retains the grandeur of the era as it was built during its golden age. You really know everything, don't you? It is as she said, but now these lighthouses are nothing but graveyards of countless inquisitors and soldiers of the Panel Battalion. No one who's attempted to retrieve a lighthouse has ever survived the expedition. Can you please not say scary stuff like that, Miss Irene? We are literally about to walk into one! Don't you ever quit chirping! What are you, a foul beast? Stop yapping in my ear! Why is this one such a coward, unlike the rest of you outsiders? I'm not a coward. I'm just voicing my... She did just say some pretty concerning stuff. How long do you think the repairs will take? Its exterior is rather heavily damaged. However, from what is visible from the outside, its interior is still quite intact. With Miss Faust's expertise, it should not take very long. Yi Sang suggested with a smile, but Faust maintained her silence for the entire journey to the lighthouse. Remember, she's been getting bad lag on her Discord, then said something pretty concerning in response. Of course, my wit remains unmarred even in such uncertainties. The currents are pretty wild. Someone's going to have to stay behind and keep an eye on the raft. We can't just leave it here unattended, but I don't know if we can carry it either. I'll stay here and protect the ship. Yeah, sure you can handle this alone. I know you're strong, but maybe one or two more people should stay behind just in case. No, don't need them. Sea terrors will swarm the islet if I go with you anyway. So this has nothing to do with you. So what she's trying to say is that she's worried about you not having enough people to take on the lighthouse when she can handle this area alone, which is why she's okay with staying behind alone. Thanks for explaining. Some people just can't help but hop through an extra hoop, I guess. Well then, let's trust her. We'll be back, Scotty! Luckily, we didn't run into any sea terrors along our way to the lighthouse gates. The problem was that the gates were bound shut by strange blue tissues. Reminds me of the alcohol branch back at Ucore, though that one was white. I don't think I can do anything to force it open myself, so... Guys, can you pry open the door? Boy, move over. I'll pull from the right side, you grab the left. And we'll all pull together at 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Huh? Something's off here. What are you doing? The door is firmly secured in place. This flesh tissue regenerates almost as soon as it is torn. Perhaps you'll need to tap into a wilder form of art to get this opened. Well, what now? This strange flesh tissue is growing on the gates as a sea terror. It reacts to the land, but it's grown too much for it to be affected by it in any meaningful capacity. Scotty might be able to open this door with her incredible strength, but... Should I go fetch her? But I think she's already fighting off the sea terrors from the sinking the raft. So we're all on our own. Maybe there's an identity card or ego I could use to get through this. So which one? Huh? Just as I was pondering a familiar question, a faint black glow came into view, then devoured my sight. It's no intuition or inspiration. It's different from those sudden flashes of realization. And it's not the star of that day that I think of from time to time. It's not the horrible door I see every time I turn the clock, either. The formless and black space in which I am not permitted to see. A faint noise, a whisper, cuts through it. And through that opening, I see light. I reach out to the opening and see Scotty, born from a very warm gaze. Scotty? Powerful imagery crashes onto me like the waves. Scotty, the staggering dancer wielding a blade. Scotty who flaunts her flowing locks. And Scotty, the singer, humming in a low voice. Beyond the fringes of cognition, Scotty's existence has become engraved. The sinner who can wrestle and control this oceanic tidal power is... Dante, are you alright? I'm good. I don't think we'll need to send for Scotty. What? Hey Ishmael, I've never used this ego before, but I need you to trust me and accept it. What? An ego? I nod quietly. Well, it's not like we ever get to have a practice run with those ego. Whatever it is, seems to me our manager's found a solution. Her confusion is short-lived. She lets out a carefree laughter before stepping forward, boldly twirling her mace once. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Get corroded?
한눈 팔지 마세요. 내가 당신에게 파도는 반드시 밀려올 테니.
Cracks on the lighthouse are growing. I think she destroyed the door instead of opening it. Sorry, didn't think it'd be this strong. It's just an HE, it's not like it was an Aleph. Well, the door's open. What are we waiting for? No, I mean, what just was the part where you... What, the part where I suddenly changed into a different outfit and equipped a different personality? Yes, that! Ahem, that is! This is most fascinating. That an ego could be drawn here, in lieu of the mirror of Mephistopheles. I think I connected to Amiya's subconscious mind. There was this strange, unfamiliar light, and I saw Amiya's emotions attached to her memories and experiences, so I just reached out to them. My subconscious mind? I just had this feeling that it would work. Sorry about peering in without asking first. But I didn't see anything other than things about Skadi. All I needed were memories and emotions that can be used to understand the being that is Skadi. It's okay, I also have experience with gaining power from others' memories and emotions to overcome difficult situations. Maybe that's how you were able to draw something from me as well, Dante? That is the most appropriate assumption, especially in a situation in which delving into its principles is impossible. So that's called ego! It's not like we haven't been using it tons of times in battles already, right? Verily, of course, Limbus Company's ego is quite distinguished from the other kind of ego, which are bloomed from within oneself. That is enough, no further information is to be divulged to outsiders. Yet it matters not whether young Mares and young Amiya learn of this. I agree with that fool this time. Inquisitor used an artillery projectile that penetrates the outer wall. Several of them, in fact, of a building, and the head did not pursue her following that breach of taboo. This is clearly not the city. Ain't it better to let her talk her heart out than to hear her moan and whine about not being able to say anything? I am convinced. Do as you will, then. Faust's reply sounded almost sulking, but Don Quixote immediately began to expound upon ego to Irene and Mares anyway. But everyone was too busy paying attention to her, as the wet, slithering noise from a distance had put everyone on edge. Can we do that later? We've got some cleaning up to do. So there were more sea terrors past the door. I think any sea terrors from the sea are all converging around Skadi. Which means our only roadblocks are sea terrors still lingering around the lighthouse. Let's go. Let's take this lighthouse back. I wonder if they give Ishmael the ego inside or if... Nope. Okay, this thing. This is the thing we have to be careful about killing. Generate Nether Sea Brand. And we have 25 enemies, so we've got to be careful. Hand of the Saint. This unit's speed is fixed to 1, spawns in inactive battles that Nether Sea Brand may appear. This unit becomes active and damageable when Nether Sea Brand appears on the field. When it drops to 1, trigger Hand of the Saint to remove all Nether Sea Brand. This unit takes damage only from skills mainly targeting this unit, takes no other damage. When it becomes inactive, it removes all effects from self and heals back to max HP. It has no skills. Okay, so if we do kill this guy, then the Hand of the Saint is how we undo that death. Inflict nervous impairment whether we like it or not. Okay, perfect win there, that's nice. Okay, we cannot use Sinclair's hit there, unfortunately.
어쩌겠지. 잘 생각해보라고. 누구 하나 살려보지 마라.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。
야! 예상 못했나 봐.
보상은 없음. 불끈히 지원할 뿐.
敵は深手を負っています。
There's nothing that gives him extra attack weight here. So as long as we're cautious. And we do have a little bit of gloom resistance, so it's not a powerful hit, it's just a hit. One Wrath, which is what we're going to get anyway, so we don't have to worry more there. Where did she gain attack power up?
불필요한 관심은 사양하죠. 저는 조용한 게 좋아서.
I'm sure I'll think of it later. I didn't look at how long I need to beat this level in to get the clear condition.
이
Whoops.
정도 확률에 허덕이다. 혈압도 바로.
ドクターのように優れた式ですね。
We're not going to see the doctor because that's probably the player character. Darn it, you could have hit this guy and finished him off, you know. I think I want to hang on a little bit longer, so let's use this on a stronger target. Oh. We'll keep the gluttony. 2 turns from now, I'll throw in Gregor's Vov. Actually, does not trigger defensive skills. Does not hit an enemy. It has to take damage before it'll jump out of that, so this should be a safe way to get him kick-started there.
시간 끌 것 없이 모두를 지워버려. 틈새는 바로 이제 깨우치시게.
効果的な攻撃でした。
물론고 꺾어 제쳐라.
거스르긴.
눈부시지 않도록 두려워하지 마.
honestly, Gregor's new ego kind of reminds me of a specific ego type that was in Library of Ruina. I forget. Synchronizations, that's what it was. Where rather than being one single attack, it would replace your librarian with the abnormality for a few turns and give them a bonus that way. The Blood Feast bar is blinking on and off for, I think it's warning us about the Hand of Skit. Yeah, this. I think now's the time to trigger that. Although these guys being level 50 does mean that we're not getting any SP bonuses from kills. That's a little unfortunate. Oh wait, Heisho Yi-Seng doesn't have blunt weakness. I didn't realize. I just assumed it was a... That's such a relief, ironically. We're gonna get 2 pride, so we can activate force next turn.
일기당천 작은 달려들어 혈압도 바로 고려내라.
適した攻撃でなくても最善な選択だったはずです。
We have the slash resistance down next turn, so we can start exploiting that. Although maybe doing that the same turn we kickstart the Nether Sea system might have been a mistake. Okay, Ishmael can definitely finish that guy off. That's good. Gain clash power. Right. That's a scary number. $43, so that's a guaranteed kill there at least. Unless he loses the clash, which is something he could do.
너냐?
몰아넣었으니 더는 못 따라나.
좋은 선물이 되겠군.
The unbreakable coin is probably gonna hurt. Wait, we staggered it? Okay. 54 to 96. Assuming 54, that's not bad, but we could do better. And now I think we want to throw as much damage as we can at this guy before he can get back up again.
너냐?
Oh wait, it's another one of the ones that'll drop nasty stuff on the floor, darn it.
정승아, 곱게 접은 종이에 번졌으니 식구의 하늘 용이 되어 빈 벼루에 남았구나.
Here, just have a dragon, why not?
혈압도 바로.
It died to the burn. It died to the freaking burn. Okay, now we can go in a lot harder. We need one more sloth though. I think, hang on. I think I'll let this attack go through one-sided and have forced intercept it. Wait, no, don't use the defensive skill, that'll keep her from intercepting.
일기당천. 말로 받았다. 저 해주들을 도려내. 오야. 길을 열어.
Oh, that was the guy who was going to get the one-sided retaliation. Unfortunate. And, oh, I just looked at the time. Yeah, we're going to have to cut the episode immediately, but there's probably going to be story after it, isn't there? Oh, he's still alive at least. We're not going to be getting many coin reuses out of this, but we might as well aim it anyway.
이 검은 이빨이지 않을 테니.
Mission accomplished.
Quite the stylish finish. Probably too stylish than it deserved.
왜 부끄럽지 않았습니다.
Anyhow, next time, well, I'd say that
살아갈 수 있겠군요.
I have enough to get the Ishmael ego now, so maybe we can try that out. But yeah, until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.